Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Kalen, and this is Mongoose PB, and today marks a very special occasion because this weekend, on February 11th and February 12th of 2017, I actually reached 100 subscribers, which is extremely cool to me. I'm extremely grateful to everybody who's subscribed, and everybody who's supported me with your questions, with your comments, with your likes. It's just a great honor. I never expected to get over 50, and I feel like I just made my 50 subscribers video not too long ago, and already I'm at 100, which seems just crazy to me. But, you know, hopefully there's more to come. I'm going to keep doing this, so hopefully my numbers will just continue to grow, and my goal is just to keep improving the content that I bring to you all. So keep leaving me suggestions, keep leaving me comments. Ask me whatever you want. I'll try to answer it as best as I can. That's really my goal. I love to play paintball, and I love to help other people learn about the sport and, you know, the hobby, and ultimately that's just the best thing that I can do is to give back to you guys. So that's what this is about. Don't care about being famous or anything. I just really enjoy playing, and so that's what I'm here for. So I just kind of wrote down some things here too. Figured I'd touch base for anybody who has questions about my roadmap for 2017. So I'm going to continue to try to put out a minimum of one video each month. That's kind of what I do now, just either a tech video or some sort of a review or something like that. I'm going to continue to put out at least one video each month, and then come March or April of this year, once I start getting out to the field again, I'm going to start posting gameplay videos again. So hopefully that'll be soon. I mean, hopefully the weather's going to start getting consistently good, and it won't be too muddy and nasty out there, and I'll be able to get out there. I don't really play in the wintertime. I consider this kind of my light season because I save money for the things that I want to buy so that I can play in the spring and summer months, and then again into fall before the snow hits again. But who knows, maybe next year I'll do some winter paintball stuff. We'll see. Oh, yeah, if I get to 250 subs, I plan to do some sort of a giveaway. Again, my expectations are like non-existent. Honestly, 100 subs is not something that I planned on getting. I just kind of watched the subscriber numbers grow, especially in the last few days. I posted something on Facebook into one of my groups, and people really responded to it, and they showed up and they supported me by giving me some more subs. So awesome. Thanks to everybody again for doing that. But when I do the giveaway, it'll just be something small, something random, maybe like a patch or a random piece of gear or something like that. Nothing too fancy or expensive, because honestly I don't monetize these things. I don't know that I plan to ever do that unless it gets really crazy popular. Then I might do that just so I can keep up with the demand, and, you know, be able to offer stuff back to you guys. If I make money off of it eventually, I can feed that back into you guys and do some giveaways. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. No plans about that just yet. I'm going to do some events again this year. I'm actually pretty excited. Once the events start rolling out, that's when I start to really start thinking about paintball pretty heavily. Balance of Power 2 is going to be on April 23rd. That is an event hosted by Strike Harder Productions. My chapter president from SAS Wisconsin, Derek, SAS Kodiak, is going to be one of the main event runners for that one, and I think Juggernaut J is going to be part of that still. So I'm really excited for that. It's a MagFed only event, only the second MagFed only event I've gone to. So I've got some plans for some setup stuff for that I'll go over in a separate video for my Balance of Power loadout. So excited to get out and do some more MagFed only. Battle of Hay. I did Battle of Hay last year. It was August last year. I haven't seen anything pop up yet for event planning for that one, but you know, these things take time to organize, to even gauge if there will be an interest in people doing it again. So hopefully there'll be something. It is in August, so yeah, if that one's going on again this year, I'll do that again. I had a great time last year. Definitely would do a repeat. There's an Apocalypse Paintball big game on June 3rd. Apocalypse Paintball is the field that I consider to be my home field in Poynette, Wisconsin. It's about 2 hours away from me, but it's a great field. There really aren't any fields in Iowa that I'm interested in. That's where I live. So I make the trip I have family that lives in Madison, so that's very close to Poynette, and it's pretty easy drive, great field, love it. But the big game is like they take all the fields and they make them into one big field, and there's like capture the flag, and there's points surrounding it and stuff like that. There's 2 teams, just a big game, and hopefully there'll be a lot of people that show up for that, so it'll be worthwhile. I think it should be good. Last year they did it in October, I think, so I don't know if maybe they do it twice a year, or if they plan to, but I didn't get to go to it last year because I was on the same day as my son's birthday, so had to sacrifice that for my little guy. And then Red Strike is on August 5th through the 6th, and that one's in Hobart, Indiana, so that's a bit of a drive for me. But I really want to make that one this year. I haven't nailed anything down written it down in stone or anything yet because it's like a 5 or 6 hour drive from where I am, and that's kind of a long drive to make by yourself, especially if you're going to go and like camp and stuff, and then play and then camp and then play again. I don't know if I do both days or not, but I want to make it this year because it's the last year that Viper is going to be organizing that event, just kind of like it was for Living Legends this past year in 2016. Don't know if I'm really interested in doing Living Legends. It's like, I know people love it, but games that are that huge, I just, like, my brain can't conceive of how I would organize myself enough to do it. Like, I'm still working on the organization piece of how I do events and how I pack and how I get my gear together and how I plan my loadouts and whatever. So I know it's like people keep telling me, oh, if you've never done Living Legends, you need to do it. So maybe we'll think about it. That one's usually in May, so we'll see. We'll see what my May looks like, and possibly consider that one. But the roadmap going forward, going to be some more MagFed. I plan to use my MagFed markers a lot more. I didn't get out to play a whole lot last year, honestly, and not as nearly as much as I wanted to, and I'm going to work on that this year, just going out and actually playing more, going to Apocalypse. Like I said, it's my home field. Maybe try out a couple of other ones. I know a lot of my chapter members from SAS like to play at some fields in Wisconsin, so maybe I'll check out some of those other ones, see what I have time for. So yeah, more MagFed, more speedball or woods ball play with the with my ETHA or with my A5. Just I like to keep variety in there. I don't like to be pigeonholed into just one format of paintball. So if I don't just stick to MagFed, then that's why. I like to do it all. I like to play with lots of different toys. So yeah, basically the goal is just to play more, get more footage, share it with you guys and gals, and just be more involved in paintball in general. Speaking of which, I am going to be writing for a new paintball web magazine, which is called Primal Paintball. Basically, we cover topics on MagFed paintball, scenario paintball, woods ball, basically anything except for professional, like pro league, speedball type stuff. Primal PB covers all the stuff that is scenario or tactical-based paintball, MagFed, and everything that falls under that umbrella. Pretty exciting. It's a huge honor to be able to write for an up-and-coming e-magazine like this, and so be on the lookout for stuff from me and a bunch of other talented writers. We got Hooligan from the Maritimes Milsim podcast. We've got some ladies that are from the Texas Pinups of Paintball. We got my counterpart from Canada, Mongoose from Canada, is going to be on there. I always laugh about that because I didn't know there was another Mongoose when I picked my call sign. But I'm from SAS in the U.S., so that's how we differentiate each other. But yeah, so that'll be launching this month, I think. Maybe next month. I don't really know for sure. Rich Lozano is our editor-in-chief, and he kind of is going to be taking control of the launch date. If he thinks that the content is ready to release, then we'll do it this month, but if not, maybe next month, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. But be on the lookout from that. I'll post a link to the website in the description of the video, and you guys can check it out. Before I go, though, I did want to throw out a little shout-out to Shadow Ops Paintball. They put in an order for these really sweet customized paintball jerseys. I bought one. I'm not a sponsored player or anything like that, but I wanted to say thanks to JJ, to Jeff Olson and his wife for ordering these things. They own Shadow Ops Paintball. It's a small online retailer for paintball goods, and they have been a huge help to everybody in the paintball community, especially within SAS Wisconsin and other chapters. You know, they give us deals and stuff, and honestly, you guys are great, and you're always willing to help out if people have questions. So that's why I'm wearing your jersey. I love this thing. It's going to be my main jersey for this year, and maybe for the rest of my life. Who knows? I love this thing. It's got my favorite number on it, 15, and then the back it has my call sign. So, yeah, what more could you ask for? But thanks again, everybody, for the subs, 100 subs. Awesome event. But for now, that's all I got. I'll see you all in the field.